What's going on, Unfazed crew? So tonight I'm taking a walk at my friendly neighborhood park, and I thought, you know what? Tomorrow is May 10th. Now, May 10th is a very significant date for Unfazed. It's the 5th anniversary of the YouTube channel. So I figured, even if it's just a basic little video like this, I wanted to get you some content talking about it, kind of honor the birthday of the channel. So let's talk about Unfazed, how it started. Unfazed Review started as a blog with a B. Back in the early days, it was just mostly music reviews, but it was still about movies, music, and life. But really the focus at that time was music, because I was working at a concert venue. I was around a lot of bands. It was easy to interview people. And so that was really kind of the focus. But as time went on, I kind of figured out people don't really give a shit about blogs unless they're about fitness or finance. So I scrapped the blog. It's still floating out there somewhere if you want to look it up. It was a Wix website that I made called Unfazed Review. But I stopped writing on there because it was a lot of work and no one was reading it. And at that point in time, Emmett and I had still been collaborating. We'd written a script together at that point, maybe two at that point. We'd kind of dabbled and done a couple vlogs together and had kind of experimented loosely with doing a podcast, but it was all very prototype early stuff, which is great. And I'm going to show you some of that in a little bit here. But yeah, so we created this channel, and originally Unfazed Review, the YouTube channel, was called Unfazed Media 3. Yeah, that was the name of the channel, Unfazed Media 3. And as time went on, I thought, Unfazed Review, the name of the blog, was much catchier, so I updated it to Unfazed Review. But yeah, originally those first couple years, because the channel's 5 years old, those first 2 years, it was just a catch-all folder. It was like a channel just for whatever came to mind. We had early prototypes of the podcast on there that were more segments of larger podcasts. We did our first live action video, our first real video, was interviewing Franz Ferdinand, which was insane, totally Unreal Engine. And yeah, from there we kind of would sporadically do little vlogs and vlogcasts and podcast stuff, but and the occasional skit. But we didn't really go hard until 2020. 2020, when the shit hit the fan for the world, it was really kind of a blessing in disguise. And I know you guys who watch the podcast are familiar with this story, but I'm going to repeat it for Unfazed's birthday. Yeah, we thought, you know what, this is a time to really go at it. At that point in time, I'd been laid off from my job. It just made sense. I was like, okay, it's now or never. Now's the time to really start getting serious about this channel. So 2020, started really getting the gears turning, started taking it more seriously. And for me, that was the best thing to come out of 2020 was Unfazed Review getting off the ground. More so than it was previously, So yeah, really we've been going hard for 3 years, but technically the channel is 5 years old. So we're going to call it 5. We're going to call it a clean 5 and celebrate it. The very first video on the channel, the first segment of a podcast was May 10th, 2018. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys a video that's not on Unfazed Review. It's not anywhere until today. It was the very first video that Emmett and I did together. It was while we were at SCC together, Scottsdale Community College, and I was taking an Avid editing class, which is for, the computer editing. And they wanted us to do a photo project where you take all these pictures and turn them into a video and edit it together. So essentially stop motion style. So I used Emmett Lefebvre as my model, and we did a project called The Comedian, where basically it's a comedian trying to find inspiration for his act, right? And I'm going to show that to you next. After that, I'm going to throw in one of our very, very early vlogs, travel vlog up to Sedona, which some of you guys might be familiar with on Emmett Lefebvre's channel. And yeah, that's early Unfazed, before Unfazed Review was even a term, before it was an idea, anything like that. We were still doing stuff, we just didn't quite know where to put it. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys those videos. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you guys so much for 5 wonderful years. Really 3 years going hard, but you know what I mean. 5 years overall. Thank you guys. It's been wonderful meeting a lot of you. I really, really am thankful for the Unfazed crew. I'm thankful for the awesome audience we've cultivated. I'm just so happy to have this as an outlet and as a hobby and as something I can dedicate my time to, because I really and truly love it. Now, I know the channel is gradually growing very slowly. It's not anywhere near where I want it to be, but the fact that you guys are here and the fact that you're sticking with us and the fact that we're still making stuff and always progressing You know, it makes me really happy, and I'm really incredibly proud of the channel. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with us. Let's keep it going. Remain unfazed perpetually, guys. Remain unfazed. And thank you so much. Happy birthday, Unfazed Review. Enjoy some of our very first content. Check it out. How'd you guys like that video? We've come a long way, but at the same time, we're exactly the same. We're exactly the same. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. One more fun little factoid for you. A lot of people ask, what's unfazed? What does unfazed mean? Where does unfazed originate from? Well, I'll tell you. If you're a diehard viewer of the podcast, you might already know this little bit of trivia, but most of you probably don't. Unfazed originates from the very first script that Emmett and I wrote together called Three Guys Having a Good Time, which I hope one of these days we can share with you, maybe as a table read. Let me know if you'd like that. But one of the characters in there, Jimmy, one of the main characters, who's kind of the muscle dummy in the group, a whole bunch of times in the script we say Jimmy was unfazed. And that kind of became a running gag when we wrote it. We're like, he's unfazed. He was unfazed in the situation. He remained unfazed. And it stuck. And we always just, it kind of became a running gag. And then like in our conversation, you know, in real life, it was just like, he was unfazed. And it just like became a thing. It became a term that we liked. And when it came time to decide on a name for my blog, which eventually turned into the YouTube channel, I wanted something with the name Unfazed in it, because I thought that really represented myself and Emmett creatively, and it was just a fun term. And also, fun fact, unfazed, the way we spell it, that's the correct spelling. Like, look it up. Like, that's the legit official spelling, Unfazed. So yeah, fun fact. I hope you guys enjoy this next video. This is one of our very first travel vlogs. Enjoy. Hey little dudes and dudettes, we're on our way up to Sedona, Arizona to find some vortexes, okay? Spiritual places where spirits and goodness converge for people to enjoy and to soak up on vacation. So we're heading up now to Sedona. Pretty sure we're on the right route. When we get there, we're gonna show you guys what's up.
about 2 miles from Sedona now. As we get closer, we're gonna really get into the nitty-gritty of what a vortex really is. What I have here is some information about. A vortex is a funneled shape created by a whirling fluid or by the motion of spiraling energy. Familiar examples of vortex shapes are whirlwinds, tornadoes, and water going down a drain. A vortex can be made up of anything that flows, such as wind, water, or electricity. Sedona has long been known as a spiritual power center because of the vortices of subtle energy located in the area. These vortexes are swirling centers of subtle energy coming out from the surface of the earth. This energy is not exactly electricity or magnetism, although it does leave a slight measurable residual magnetism in the places where it is strongest. I've read this thing 5 times now, and I'm still not really sure what a vortex really is.
Like, can't bury or something.
How are we looking?
We're good. We're good. Fine. Good.
Everything's fine?
Everything's good.
Everything's under control.
Everything's good. Everything's good. Sweet. So I'll start getting ready to make a loop because we took a wrong turn. No, we did it on purpose.
We're enjoying the scenery.
We're enjoying the scenery, yeah.
So we took a little bit of a detour. We're in Flagstaff now.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice.
Shot, and now we're backtracking a little bit.
Hi. Here we are in beautiful, picturesque Sedona, Arizona. It's a little rainy and overcast today, but we're going to talk about the vortexes and some of the amazing culture and New Age shops that are scattered around this beautiful place. Here we have a friend who gives off really positive vibes. Let's go.
I can feel his soul looking into mine. This is a powerful moment. Well, this shit's for like people who aren't creative at all but want to be.
Yeah, it's like they all act like they know something, but it's all really fucking bullshit.
These voodoo dolls are kind of cool though.
The worst part about a New Age bathroom is no paper towels.
We found our first unmarked vortex. I'm really zenning out right now.
Oh, me too. Zen and stuff.
Really energy centralizing.
It's like flowing.
This is a great meditation session.
Yeah.
Anyway, onwards and upwards.
Yeah, that felt good. Felt refreshed, like spiritually, you know?
So we're on our hunt for more hidden vortexes, and I think we just found one. I think this is my favorite vortex yet. These are really good.
Wow. Really tasty.
That's probably my favorite vortex now too. This is good. The Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory vortex.
It's like smooth and accommodating. And that's just a flavor of the truffle.
It really resonates with my soul.
My stomach.
So Ben, what do you think?
I like helicopters.
We're here at the helicopter vortex.
Oh yeah. Hey, check that out.
That is very beautiful.
When the cloud gods are angry. Let's see. So right now, I think we're at Boynton Canyon Vortex. I could be wrong. We might be at the airport. But yeah.
Why does everything have to be digital these days? If you bring your cell phone to the vortex, you're not truly appreciating the natural beauty and the natural energy of the vortex itself. Cell phones give off their own energy. You know what I'm saying? So it can throw the vortex's energy off kilt. That's the start of something very bad.
You hear that? Nothing. I hear a few birds chirping, and like that's pretty much it. It's because the vibrations are so strong here. Alright, if you get down real low and you listen, right here, you can hear the natives dancing. If you look closely down here, you can see where ancient ruins used to be. Okay, like this used to be the front step to a Chuck E. Cheese.
The longer I'm here, the more resentful I am of these people. We were just at the Center for New Age. That's it. The Center for New Age.
Shit.
For New Age shit. There were tarot card readings, minimum $40. You tell me there's someone that sits on their ass all day, fucking jerking off for $40? That busts my ass. I took off work today to be here. Pieces of shit. Fuck them.
Here we are in the heart of beautiful Sedona. Here are some rocks. You can feel the energy radiating off of them. Oh. Now look what we have over here. Man destroying nature, as usual. There's nothing sacred anymore. Got a big yellow bulldozer destroying these beautiful red rocks and this beautiful forest and the beautiful wildlife. Breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart right here. Right here. I could go kick an ass. If I weren't a pacifist, I would kick an ass right now.
So what we have here appears to be...
Hey, don't get too close, man. Careful, careful.
What we have here appears to be a downward spiral. And if you look past, there's some upward spirals as well. What we have here is a very beautiful contrast between downward spirals and upward spirals. And, you know, either way, it really is lifting my mood. It's been a long day. What are your final thoughts?
Well, honestly, Sedona's overrated. If you go there, you're kind of a dipshit, and I really don't see the appeal at all. Good pizza up there, though. Good pizza.
It was fun. It was very pretty up there. I liked the chocolate factory, but I felt nothing, as usual.